MASTERSWORD music.
TJ the Gamer. Yeah, this the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh, this the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh, this the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh, this the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh, yeah, this the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus got one of the best cast that you have ever seen. You really missing out if you haven't heard that this show here to stay. So go pass the word, old school or new school. Check us out on YouTube. It don't matter what you like, we got something for you. Just one more thing to say before I start to close. Shout out to my homies at the Chronoz show. The Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh, that's the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh, that's the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh, that's the Chronoz show. Games, music, movie, TV, we got what you need. Plus the gamers round, ooh.
Thunder, 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 Thundercats! Ho!
Yo, what's going on? This is episode 102. This is the Chronoz and Ryan show today. It's just the two of us, which is fine because that's what the way it has been like that here and there more lately. Again, my name is Chronoz. This is what I go by. And we got Ryan DRAYSON.
Hello.
So yeah, let's I didn't do any major promotions or whatever, or much in advance to promote this. I've been kind of lazy about it, just do it and see who pops up or not. I don't expect 1 million viewers or nothing like that. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3, and then they'll come watch and they'll leave or whatever. I mean, this is something that we love doing. I love talking some shit. I like talking Nintendo, and I got some. What do I got here? I got this Truly Strawberry Hard Seltzer. I got a watermelon one too. But either way, let's talk Nintendo Direct highlights. What do you got to drink, Ryan?
No, I don't have anything to drink.
Nothing to drink? Okay. I'd pass you one, but you're too far from me. But
yeah,
maybe one day I'll take a trip to Canada. We'll do a show together. I take me 8 hours just to drive or something like that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, but
I've been thinking about it because I know Letitia's back over there.
Yep.
I figured like if I ever I've driven 15 hours to New York several times, straight 15 up and back. I don't see it. I looked at the hours taking me to drive since like right at the border of Wisconsin. It would take me about 8 hours to drive, and I can last that. Yeah. No problem if I decided, but I probably have to go through checkpoints and what we gotta do. I gotta get a passport to cross the border. That's the only thing I need is a passport, which I know. But anyways, let's talk some gaming. Let's talk some shit. That's what I'm gonna be doing more often. I could say I am excited. Before we get into the directs, I'm excited for Stranger Things new episodes tonight. Did you watch Stranger Things, Ryan?
No, I don't have Netflix, but my son has been watching it, and so he tells me things here and there. And like sometimes when I have him when he's over, I see him watching it. So I've seen like some bits of it.
He watches it at his home, but you don't have it.
Yeah, no, his mom or someone has it on that side.
I'm gonna have to let you borrow mine. I don't mind. I trust you. Just got to tell me when you're watching, because I think I had one. I had my brother and me, and I had somebody else jump in once, and this person, she kept using it so much, and then my brother and her would be using it, and I'd be like, I can't even get in because they only allow certain like 2 people at the same time. But anyways. Right. Yeah, I'll just add a third person. Boom. Yeah, but there's good shit on there. But anyway, Stranger Things is awesome. I just finished watching The Umbrella Academy. I actually just got my package in the mail. I actually bought an Umbrella Academy like necklace It says number 5 from because they're 1 through 7. The characters on there, and then I even bought one of the sweaters. So maybe I'll open that later. But I'm so geeking out about that.
Yeah,
But
cool.
either way, finish that. Great. I love Umbrella Academy. Have you seen that? No, not
No,
that
I
either.
have
Oh,
not
that's
seen
on Netflix. Netflix, yeah. I recommend those. But then Stranger Things, there's 2 episodes. They had some a few weeks ago, like 8, and then they just had 2 more today. They just added 2 more, and they're like an hour, 2 hours each, which is pretty cool. So I was like, all right. So I'll watch those tonight to tomorrow. But other than that, let's see. I can go straight into some of my gaming. I can only say right now, I've been hearing a lot of gossip about Metroid. A lot of rumors more are heating up so much, and a lot of YouTubers and about Metroid Prime trilogy. Each of the games are coming out, but I'm hearing so much more about the actual Metroid Prime because there's I think is Metroid Prime, Metroid Echoes, and then there's Corruption. But the first one they're doing like an overhaul, straight up like complete like remastered. They're all supposed to be remastered, but one's supposed to be like a major uplift compared to the other 2 because they're just focusing on one the most.
Yeah.
But they're all going to come out from what I hear separately. So they're going to charge us $60 or so separately. I'm a sucker and I'm going to do it. I'm just going to just say, we've been waiting for something Metroid for so fucking long. And it's just tripping me out. Like, that's what I want. So in the meantime,
the games are good. So I probably would buy them full price too, honestly.
So have you gotten them or you played them, right?
I've played them. I have the trilogy still. I have the Wii, the special edition and the Steelbox. I still have it. I just don't have a Wii to play it on. I've played them. Yeah, and I would love to play them again. And
But hold on, I got some comments here. Arlen Woods, what's going on Retro Styles?
Hey, Retro.
Yeah, I just saw that. I got to click on the comments. I forget how to use all this because it's just kind of like, it's only been the second time in we just hit 4 months. We did one a few weeks ago with we didn't expect for the, the directs to be the way they came out, but I think we might done with the Metroid news. Just pretty much it. Just what we've been hearing a lot lately. Oh, real quick before I go into directs, I want them to do. We haven't got nothing Zelda this year, and they do something Zelda every year, but so far nothing yet. And they're talking about the Twilight Princess coming to the Switch, and screw it. I've been playing it on the GameCube the last few weeks, and I'm almost finished with the game. But I want to play it in its entirety when the Switch version comes out, and if it does. So in the meantime, I got the GameCube version. I don't care if it doesn't or not. Metroid is what I'm looking forward to. But directs, I will go into my piece of it. I do like Xenoblade. I had bought one of them. I think it was the second one or so. I liked it a lot, but it's just I got so many games, and I'm trying to focus on what I love the most. And those games are massive, and they're beautiful and they're great. And I'd have to have so much time for it. But of course, the direct I didn't care. I just didn't even watch it. But I'm not hating. I think the games are great. Just with my experience with them for a little bit. Story-wise, it's great. But then I can go to the second direct and I can give 2 shits about it. I didn't care for none of it. It was straight up, like I said, shit. I watched it and I got home and it's like we didn't want a mini. Nobody wanted a mini, but those who did like parts of it, they liked it, but we wanted a full direct because every June we get something, don't we? Like a full blown direct in June, but why this time they didn't? So I'm just hearing that they're going to spread out different directs throughout the summer. So if that's the case, but still, we were still waiting for it in June, and and nothing. We were waiting to the end of June, and I was disappointed, and I'm glad I didn't do a live reaction. I would have been like, "Oh, fuck this shit" or whatever, and just let me see anything exciting. Mario and Rabbids, what is that? The Kingdom Battle, whatever. Do I want to say I'm sick of it? I'm tired of Mario games. I got freaking Mario characters right here. I named my son Luigi, But let's get some Luigi going. But it's just a lot of this Mario shit. It's just too much, and I'm see, I'm already. I should have taken my relaxation pills. Okay, but it's just what else? Nothing else. Tell me what they have in the direct. What other games did they talk about?
Yeah. So Mario Rabbids. So my overall opinion was it was the best I could say. It was okay. It wasn't. I didn't think it was great either. So Mario Rabbids, I think after they announced that last year, it was too long.
So Sam Vasquez, what's going on, dude?
Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, happy Friday to you too. So yeah, they should have shown something, I think, before then. It was, and also kind of like, why did they take so long in the direct when there was like a whole other presentation the day after with the usual guy from Nintendo Japan in it? It I don't know. It feels like it could have been its own thing, I think, and they needed to kind of hype it up more. Like I like the first one, and I'm excited for the second one. I do agree there's a lot of Mario content lately, and I think all the sports games in particular are kind of like they're kind of having a negative impact on the brand, like on the character. Because a lot of them people are complaining they're not like finished when they get released, or like there's other characters added. But what other stuff was in the direct? It's nice that Live Alive is getting a demo. That's the RPG and the Octopath graphic style. I agree we need something other than Mario throughout the yeah. I would agree.
Yeah. That's a great way to say it.
Yeah, that's well put. I mean, Live Alive, I'm not super excited for because it's launching like a week before Xenoblade, so the timing for that seems bad. It looks like a good game, but at the same price point as Xenoblade, it's not going to compete. It's not going to do as well as it could. So that's fine. Again, that's something we already knew about. Depending how you feel on ports, it's cool that Nier Automata and the Persona games, particularly 5, are coming to the Switch. I personally, I don't really have any feeling.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. They talk about that, Persona 5, and I've been hearing it for years, and like I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about this Persona, whatever. Or I mean, they look cool. I didn't want. I mean, I didn't want that. A lot of us didn't. But yeah. I mean, I'm glad for those who enjoyed it, for those who loved it. It's cool, I'm glad that they did. I'm just, we're all entitled to our opinions, and and shit, just
There's a lot of like shovelware looking stuff. So there's not a lot of. It's hard to kind of remember all of what was in it. The only other thing that was big that stood out was seeing more of the Sonic game, and I'll argue that was good because like that. I think someone actually commented this on your Twitter in response to something that you said on Twitter, Chronoz. That little bit on Sonic in the direct mini did more to like sell what the quality of the game is, or like what's good about the game or what's interesting about the game, than the whole like week of coverage that IGN did on it.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Switch, the other guy, he's the now Mr. Switch that he always been. But yeah, he made a point. But what do you think of that real quick? I've seen clips of the new Sonic game, and I don't know. I probably would give it a try, but I just don't think I'd buy it. I wish if there's a rental place to rent the game. I don't think they do, but I just want to try it and give it back. I don't think I want to own it, but it doesn't feel like a Sonic to me. Or what do you think? What's your opinion?
I mean, I have never I liked Sonic when the adventure games came to GameCube, and then very quickly disliked Sonic from the Wii era. There was so many like crappy Sonic games.
The originals are the best. I did like try Sonic Colors. I actually like that.
Yeah, I did have that on Wii, and that was good. But like everything else that came out on the Wii was just absolute. And that whole era, most of what they were trying with Sonic just was not. It was not.
I want
good.
Sonic Adventures.
Both Sonic Adventures I found to be like there was levels I didn't care for, but overall the games were really good. Frontiers looks different. I always like exploring big open spaces, so that intrigues me. And the like gradually unlocking more things in the world intrigues me. I feel mostly similar to I might buy it, but I'm not sold yet on it. And
Yeah, I guess we got to see
I
more.
want to try it.
Yeah, he's right about that. You know, that's how most of us feel after Sonic Adventures 2 battled, and you know, it's just it did that same thing for me. It died out of me, and you know, I did like Sonic. I love the movies. I did like the first one the most. The second one's a great movie, but I didn't like the wedding scene. I think some of it was too much. You know, like it's just a lot that didn't need to be there. But anyway, that's just, you know. So keep going, Ryan. You're doing great.
Thank you. Yeah, that's about all I remember from the direct. It was the pacing was fine, but like a lot of the stuff is like, okay, that's nice.
Yeah, let's give a moment of silence with some sad music for how bad the direct was. I'll dedicate this sad music to how horrible the direct was for me. So, what else do we got here? Looking at all these music options that StreamYard has. No. This one's called Daydreaming. Here we go. You can hear it?
Yeah. Not bad.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, let's actually, you know what? Before you continue, Ryan, I'm sure you got plenty to say because I want to just do something real. Damn, where is all this? Forgetting all my options. Okay, brand. Okay, top here. For those who are watching, they're lucky to hear. I do got one of my favorite songs. I love the heck out of it. This was a shorter version. It's just a 2 minutes and 20 seconds. This is from the Switch bit. This is a good song. The Final Fantasy one I'll play at the end. That's 6 minutes. That'll probably be the closing song. But we got like I want to play NES games. For those who love NES and some of the older games back in the day, this is a great, amazing, one of my favorites from Switch. But it's got a lot of great shit. So either way, check this out.
Take a break from the Insta pics to tell you about the days I was 5 or 6 and I ain't ever even played a game before. When my bros brought home Moon Patrol, I was in trance, my eyes were starry. My bro let me know it's called Atari. A lifelong love affair started right there, and I played every game that my bros brought near. But it wasn't long before I got obsessed. We were walking in to see us on NES. A Sunday morning in my Sunday best, saw Mario running and I put him to the test. Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, Zelda and Link was so dear to me, and I was never alone. I was playing Punch Out, getting TKOs and touchdowns and Tecmo Bowl, making my way to the top like gum. My bubble bobble never pop when I'm having this fun. I don't even know what to do. I can hop in a plane 1942 and try to survive in the land of Clue Clue. Apollo and Zexus try to kill Jason, always perplexed us. Dr. Mario feeling infectious. Every new game somehow impressed us. I can kill Hitler, Bionic Commando. These Capcom games, man, there's nothing they can handle. Fighting nightmares with Nemo in Dreamland. Just like Kirby, I'll be living the dream, and these NES games done got my brain. I don't even know if y'all hearing me. About to go conspiracy. Paperboy, Popeye's 500, one more try. Rushing attack on the field of track. Thinking about it, man, it takes me back. Captain Skyhawk felt like the best. And who can forget Festus Quest, Kung Fu Hogan's Alley, Balloon Fight, Duck Hunt, Metroid, Excite Bite. All these NES games All these NES games, man.
Now that was fresh, man. Oh, every time I hear it, it's just so dope.
Yeah.
So, Zach, what do you think of it? If what is might have been the first time you heard it. Well, you heard that one before, right, Ryan?
Yeah, you played that on here a few times before. And yeah, it always is. It always hits very nicely. It's a good song.
Yeah, always got that nostalgic, that like, yep, I played those.
Yeah.
But continue, Ryan, with your assessment on the amazing direct. It was just so great.
Well, yeah, no, I don't really have anything more to say on the mini. The mini was fine. It was okay. It was. Let's move on from that.
All right, yeah, let's get the best the stuff I know Ryan's got to talk about. Tell me about you love Xenoblade a lot.
Xenoblade, yes, I love
royally.
I love Xenoblade. I mean, there are a lot of people vocally on Twitter and online. They're like, "Oh, it shouldn't get its own direct," and blah blah blah. Like, okay, whatever. Everyone likes different things, so fine. But it's not like that team was going to make an F-Zero like everyone's asking for if they weren't making Xenoblade. So this is what it was made, and it was good. The presentation was good if you like the game. Every time I see something on it, I'm more and more excited to play the game. It looks like they've taken, whether or not they've taken feedback or like what fans think about things, it seems like they've taken kind of like all the best bits of all the previous Xenoblade games. So the previous three, because there was X on the Switch or on the Wii U, and the two that were on Switch, one was a re-release, and kind of like put the best parts together. The story seems new and fresh. It's a lot darker. Your two main characters like play the flute whenever someone dies, and they it's kind of like in Final Fantasy X, they like when Yuna sends the souls of the dead, it seems kind of like that. They announced in the direct, everyone you encounter has like a set number of lives they get to live, and like there's a set amount of time for each of those lives. They're all basically just bred to make war on each other, and like, these two sides, and so everyone you encounter, like all the NPCs and everyone, it has this kind of chart of like what the connections are between people in the game. They call that the affinity chart that they're bringing back. And it shows you, like, whoever you talk to, it shows you like how long they have left to live, basically, within the way the game portrays that. But it's just like, it's so, like, the whole world, it seems so dark and like everything is awful. And so it seems like you're fighting for something and fighting against something more significant than the previous ones, which is, it's nice to have kind of more of that epic feel. Not the other ones didn't, but especially when you're trying to tie it to a close. The story, I think, and just like the mechanics that they're introducing, they have the beautiful areas and the exploration that everyone has had. Those are the main things that I'm into. Like, I'll just mess around and like walk around stuff that's way too high level and it's going to kill me, just to kind of see a new area and hope like I can run fast enough through and see things. I get super excited about that series, so it was really nice to see it get a spotlight and to find out more stuff about it, and give that extra little push a month out from when it's coming out. I thought I have nothing negative to say about
stuff coming out.
Sorry?
When's all the added stuff coming out?
The DLC?
Yeah.
The DLC, I don't think they announced that in the direct. I think you have to go on like the eShop or on Nintendo's website. And I think some of it is supposed to be coming like relatively shortly, within like a month or two of the release, up to like the end bit where they're adding more story is into next year sometime. So it's all coming within a year, but like a lot of it isn't kind of locked down what the date will be. I guess kind of similar to like what Mario Kart is doing. They have like sets of tracks lined up, but they haven't told us what they are, and they haven't told us when we're getting the next ones. So the DLC is cheaper than the last one was, so it looks, I don't know, I'm sold on whatever more content they're gonna do.
I think along the way, once I finish a couple of games, because I've been playing a lot of my classics on my Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Not this game. Where's it at? Let me see. Pull it out. Show you guys. I keep showing this one. Come on, man. That never gets old.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing right now Chrono Trigger, and I'm playing Illusion of Gaia from Super, but I'm also playing Twilight Princess on the GameCube.
Yeah.
I've just been playing a lot of my original stuff, and once I get into finishing some of these classics, and there's a few on the Switch that I want to focus on too later, but afterwards, because I'm playing these games as much as I can, and then I've been thinking about it. Xenoblade is, if I'm going to start from the beginning, which game do I start first?
Story-wise, you can play either 1 or 2 first. They take place in separate worlds. Now 3 has clearly shown that something somehow brings those two together, because they show things from the box art from each of the 2 other games. I will not say anything about whether or not anything happens in 1 or 2 that indicates that. All I'll say is they're 2 separate worlds. There's 2 separate sets of characters. So you can start with either one and then play the other. Nintendo has said you can play 3 and enjoy that without having played any of the other games. Based on how the Xenoblade team does storytelling, I expect that will be the case, but I also expect it will be a lot more enriching when things start getting, like when the sort of whatever secrets the game has to offer start getting revealed in the story. I think having some experience with the series will make that seem more satisfying. But yeah, you can start with any of the game, particularly with what's out now. You can start with any of them in any order. You can even potentially play. You can't play. Future Connected comes with Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition on the Switch. That's the only place you can play that. That takes place after Xenoblade 1, so you cannot play that first. But the DLC that you can also buy as a separate packaged game for like half the cost of a game. Torn of the Golden Country, I'm playing through that now. That's a prequel to Xenoblade 2, so you could play that first. You're spoiling some things for yourself by doing that, but I mean, either way, you can't go in. Whatever you play first will spoil certain things for you, and then playing the other one, you'll see like, oh, okay, this is how this turned out. Or if you play the main game first and then Torna, you'll be like, okay, so this is how this is the backstory of how this certain character ended up where they are. And that is a satisfying game in and of itself, or at least it has been so far. But yeah, and the answer is you can start with kind of pretty much whatever you want. They don't package anything on its own where you can't start it in the right order. So Future Connected only comes with Xenoblade 1 on the same game card. And it's its own separate menu. So like, you know what you're starting basically.
Cool. I just want to get a little insight on, getting when I get the chance to, because I still have to, even a few Switch games, like I want to complete. I've been saying it forever, as I love the game, the Ghostbusters game, the remastered one. They had, on the Switch. I love it. I have to do a couple of my oldies first, and then get into that one. Then after I get that one, then I can proceed into considering that as a choice, because I've been very selective and just very strict on what I want to be playing. Because I got a lot of things going on, like my son and health and martial arts I've been doing. Like I got class in the morning, work, and so it's just something I want to do. As we proceed into the next half of our the podcast. Let's go real quick into role player. That one is called that is from KOTETSU. Well, at MASTERSWORD Music and KOTETSU. This new song came out. Was it? What's today? Came out yesterday.
Oh, nice.
So hold on, is Luigi here? Hold on. Okay, yeah, let's play the song. It's 2 minutes, 44 seconds, and let's hear that real quick, and we'll continue back on. This was actually, I actually like this one's pretty good. This one's called Role Player.
MASTERSWORD Music.
TJ the Gamer and KOTETSU. One thing y'all should know about me is I love RPGs. I guess you could call me a role player. So let me reach into my bag for a minute. Let's go. In a star ocean, I'm just a maverick that's living on the edge. But I won't die, cause I'm like Chrono. I'll just rise from the dead, but won't let this be my last story. I still can turn the page, the story speaks for itself. Echoes of an elusive age, and I know no fear, because I'm brave by default. Can tell there's a lot of hate around me, cause I can taste the salt like Fire Emblem. No, I gotta have a strategy to win, cause even a legend of a hero can come to an end. But no boss can do me no harm, cause I got wild arms. Better watch out when TJ come through. Someone ring the alarm, cause when I get lyrical, make other rappers retire. Cause when I spit, it's so hot that I got breath of fire.
The world of a fantasy can be very enticing. We take the first step and can be very inviting. To leave the blank world that we once knew, be someone new, don't have a clue, pick a color, red or blue. I'm only talking about the color of a maze, but I pick up the book and start to turn the page into the right spell that you can't spell. I mean de-spell, because I always repel. Now watch out, I hit you with the curse that made you hit the dirt. Oh dang, that must have hurt. I sent you to the nurse. This is RPG style profile, like I do summon the Valkyrie. You try to find someone that has the flow and the poetry. TJ's the gamer and the leader of the squad. I'm the maze that clear the way and always illuminate the dark. The more I do my thing, my stats get bigger. I guess I'm just a role player. Go figure.
Can't help myself, I love RPGs. I guess that makes me a role player. I guess that makes me a role player. Can't help myself, I love RPGs. I guess that makes me a role player. I guess that makes me a role player. Can't help myself, I love RPGs. I guess that makes me a role player. I guess that makes me a role player. Can't help myself, I love RPGs. I guess that makes me a role player. I guess that makes me a role player.
Another great song from MASTERSWORD Music and KOTETSU. This one just came out yesterday. Usually we've had KOTETSU for a lot before in the podcast and MASTERSWORD Music here. Those guys they come by here and there when they can. Now I'm sure that they're busy, but it's always great to have something from them, that I wanted to show today. So hopefully we can get some of them back on when they can here and there in the future. But yeah, that was good. Where are we at? Ryan.
I kind of said the one more thing that I want to say regarding not so tied to the Xenoblade Direct. It's very interesting, and I said I wouldn't say anything. I liked the whole thing. I liked the whole presentation, even that they're adding like amiibo stuff. I don't really care about amiibo personally, but that's cool. The one thing where I've been very salty, I've had a very negative opinion to do with Xenoblade, and it relates to the Direct in that they didn't show or talk about anything to do with it in the Direct, and that was a smart move, was the collector's edition or the special edition or however you want to call that. Nintendo, at least recently, even compared to the Direct Mini, I'm not sure Nintendo has dropped the ball or has done as poorly as what they have trying to sell the Xenoblade 3 Collector's Edition. And I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Well, I mean, I guess like when they've had poor system sales on like the Wii U or the Virtual Boy. But the Xenoblade 3 Collector's Edition has just been an absolute disaster. And I'm going to put up front, I did manage to get one, so I'm not speaking salty like, oh, I didn't get one.
Didn't it just come back out on sale today?
Yesterday, and I don't know, it might already be sold out. And I'm not being salty saying like, oh, I didn't get one, so it's like, no, I secured mine. I got lucky and secured mine. The way that they did it, their website is not made to handle the kind of traffic that they get when they sell a special edition exclusively. They should not do that because they just can't manage it. And even having got one, I'm like, well, that's awesome. And I look forward to having the steelbook and the art book for it. But now I can't play the game the day it comes out because they'll ship it that day, but I'm not going to get it that day. It should have been sold in stores. And at least
it wasn't.
At least if you're going to sell it online, it was not only online exclusive, it's exclusive to Nintendo's web store. And that's where the problem with the traffic is Nintendo web store cannot handle a bunch of people, a bunch of fans of like anything.
It's hard to get, these things now the way everyone's doing certain things. Like I wanted, I just heard about the Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. Remember how I hate part 2 of The Last of Us? It doesn't exist. But one, they're remaking it. So remake. They remastered it. They're remaking. They're like the same thing. Remaking it. So they had some type of special edition too. That was gone within shit. It was so fast that they don't even have it at GameStop I can't even reserve it yet. I don't want digital. I want the actual copy. I probably would have got the maybe the special edition, but I'm still not. I'm not as a big collector as I used to be, so it doesn't matter. I just want to get the original at the moment. Did you know that the Batman, the new Batman, what's it called? Is it Arkham Knight or something like that? Then I reserved that one for PS5, but they have the special edition is $300 for special edition. Like, what do you get with that? Like, holy crap! It's like I would not spend that much just for some games. But anyways, going back to the Last of Us, I hope to obtain a good to get to play it and all that. But yeah, it's a lot of things seem kind of messy the way people are doing things, the way it's not meant to be, and it's just you got a lot of those people. What do you call those guys that take it and sell it for more? Scalpers, yeah. You're gonna get them.
I mean, at least. So with the Xenoblade one, you were locked to the first time they tried to do it, the start of June. They locked it to 2 copies per person, and that completely like you couldn't buy anything on Nintendo's store that day because it just crashed the entire thing.
Should be just 1 per person. Jeez.
Yeah. So this time, yesterday, they did it 1 per person, and the website was able to handle that, but not well. But yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of problems with scalpers, and there's a lot of problems with people that are trying to leak information from the games, and that's why you don't get them the day that they're supposed to come out. They ship them that day, and then you have to, if you want the special edition, you have to consider like, oh, do I have to stay offline and not see spoilers, or how are you going to handle that? But just in general, like I feel like the way it was handled was bad, and I feel like if you're going to do a physical special edition, ideally let people get that in stores. But worst case, if you're going to make it be online exclusive, like don't tie it down to 1 store. And especially, I mean, I know, Nintendo will do their own thing, but they should never again offer anything exclusive that's a collector's version of a game or anything specific to a game exclusively through their store. That's just, I don't know.
Well, glad you got yours in the meantime. Yeah, they just gotta hope they can handle it better next time, or just not, just like you're saying, find better ways to do it, or I guess it's harder these days to.
Yeah.
Somehow people are trying to find ways to beat the scalpers, or just find ways for the real people to get it. just like the PS5 when it came out, and you knew the scalpers are out the day it was going to come out, and people went online and took it like crazy. But it was supposed to come out this one day, but the day before, they just decided out of the blue, people were waiting for this one day. The day before, I just happened to be at GameStop just buying a game, and they just opened for GameStop, meaning the PS5 the day before it was supposed to be out for all the scalpers and everybody else to get them. And I was about to walk out, and the guy got off the phone like, okay, cool. Oh, cool. And then he talked to the other employee. We can now sell PS5s now. I was just walking out, like, I'll take one, boom, like first one there. And put 50 down on it. Called my brother who was in Texas. That same second, he went to the GameStop really fast. And for those who knew about it first, we were probably the first ones to know in the entire world. I don't know. But one of the few, because it's like I was just lucky. Because I bet you if I would not have been there, I would not have had one. Because people are still struggling to find one, in certain areas. But anyways, but it's just hard how people do things. And so whenever the next Nintendo, whenever they do another Nintendo, whether it's a Pro or the next falls after the Switch, it's going to be something that I'm going to be crazy about, and I got to be, first somewhere. And, when that time comes, it's just going to be crazy and nuts. But anyways, you were saying, right?
That was all I had to say, but I did think of one other thing. So you like Final Fantasy VII, if I remember.
Of course, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. The original. I've not yet played the remake, but the things I know about it, I'm like, don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I'm not I ain't trying to play it, the new one.
Yeah, at some point I'll play it. I have it on my computer. So there was a bunch of spin-offs at one point, prequels and sequels and stuff. They did the movie. One of those, Crisis Core, which is like the prequel that stars Zack and kind of sets up Cloud and all the stuff that happens in Nibelheim that you see in the flashback early on in the game. That is being remastered. And it seems like they're doing the voice actors from the remake, but still following the original Crisis Core and leading into the original Final Fantasy VII. I might be mistaken about that. But it's being remastered, and it is going to launch on Switch as well as like all the other.
Really?
Yeah,
Switch too.
They said. Yeah.
Whew.
So the fact that it can run and it looks pretty good, like it runs on the Switch, and they're not doing a cloud version like they did with Kingdom Hearts, then I would go.
Yeah, I can't do that. I looked at it for a second. I tried the demos. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
No, yeah, that was bad. Yeah, cloud version, no, thank you. But if it's a physical release, for sure, I will.
You remember when what was it called? The Stadia was supposed to be the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what straight up shit, straight up trash, and it still is. That's not going to fly anytime soon. My belief, give it another 10, maybe 20 years. I don't know. It's just that whole cloud crap is just not happening.
Yeah, it's an idea that's it's now been done too soon. I agree. We're not ready with where technology is to do that properly. It's not like with your Netflix, your Disney Plus, or Hulu, HBO Max, whatever, where you can easily do that with movies. Not the same at all. So yeah, I totally agree. It wasn't done well when Google did it. I don't know if it's any better since it launched, but
yeah. What other do you have anything you want to, since we did talk about the main stuff, anything that you want to bring up, any other news that you're excited about, anything that you just want to drop?
So like not gaming related, I'm guessing.
Even if it's not gaming, the movie, something you want to.
Movies, I mean, I'm looking forward to next Thursday. I'm going to see Thor: Love and Thunder. That looks good.
Ooh,
by the same guy that did Thor: Ragnarok. So,
you
know that's going to be good.
I got to get my tickets now. Can you get your tickets now if you wanted to?
I got mine, and it was through Cineplex. So, Cineplex Galaxy Cinemas. Silver City, I think, is it, but those might all be Canadian. I'm not sure, but it's a big theater chain here, so you should at like a major theater in the US be able to get advance tickets?
I'll probably get mine tonight or tomorrow. Just find out next week when I'm going to go, because this weekend I'm going to go see that new take Luigi to see that new Minions one, that new Minions movie. So I like taking him to a movie. He's getting used to it. We just chill by ourselves, we watch a movie. It's always good to be, and I'll this week I'll take Luigi, and he's, just 3 years old. Next week I'll take my older son Oscar. He's 19, and we're gonna go see the new Thor movie. So we'll see. Anything else this year? I mean, what other good movies besides Avatar later this year?
Oh yeah, Avatar is coming out. What else is coming out?
Trying to think. Any other major movies? I mean, so a lot of the good ones have passed so far. Some of the good movies, can't think of them right now. I love Top Gun. If you ever seen the first one, the second one was freaking dope. Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen either. Honestly, I guess.
I didn't see it too. I saw the first Top Gun the week before the new one came out, and I liked it. I loved it. Then the second one was just freaking amazing. I went to see it in 4DX, and the chairs moving and everything, and to the aircraft. And 4DX has when they were going through scenes of flying the jets, the big fans are all on you and stuff, and then you would feel this air hit your stuff was touching your feet and whatever, and then because they take off of the what do you call those ships, and right on the sea, and then you get a splash of water right in your face. The sounds were, when jets take off, the sounds are so damn loud, and it's just I've never heard such loud sounds in the theater. But it's a good experience when you watch 4DX. I don't know. Hopefully you got one nearby your area. You should experience it on a Marcus Theater if there's anything, or other ones. 4DX is kind of a newer thing around here, but it's it's like $20 a ticket though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I think there's one near where my son, where my ex-wife lives in that town. I don't think there's definitely not one here, where I am. There might be one. There might be one other theater nearby that I can think of that would have it potentially. But yeah, that I've never been to a movie that has that. That would be cool.
I'm gonna try to see what I ordered the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
I'm trying to see this.
I got anything else here? What's this down here? Oh, what is it? Okay, this is probably I ordered a necklace and a sweater. Have you ever seen the Umbrella Academy?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. I did ask you. Let's see if I can. To see if I'm satisfied at all with my product. It was not that expensive. I mean,
yeah.
Something fun for now. See if I can, first of all, it's like a sweater. But if you turn it around, you see the I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, it's like a school academy sweater.
Yeah, like a school academy thing on the sweater part. I like the way it feels. One of the characters, his name is Five. He wears the suit. He's like a young kid, wears a suit, but he always wears shorts, shows his legs. And I just thought I don't know, I'm such a big fan of the show, and I got that and this. See if I can. Oh, it's kind of in a nice little red sack here. If I can. It's just a red sack. I don't know if I can. Let me open this. I don't know if you can see the umbrella.
Okay, yeah.
And it says number 5 on there, and then it's got some type of time clock kind of thing, because he travels through time in the he's a character that's, you see him as he's like age he's like 16, 17, or 19, but he acts very mature because he's actually like 90 years old or 80 something years old in the show, because he's traveled through time, and he then right when he was at an older part of the show, he traveled back. You know, it's just hard to explain it, and he's still the young kid, but he's been alive for so long. It's just it's gonna be pretty dope. So I'm gonna, I'll get a chance to open it later. But yeah, I like these little. I don't normally buy things, from like like this. I was looking for the hat, and I ended up finding just those, because there's not any good hats. I have to find a good one. But anyways, this is my little find, and I'm looking for some earrings. I'm gonna go to the store this week, and the 4th of July is coming. Gonna watch fireworks with my kid on Monday. I'm taking the movie this weekend. Martial arts tomorrow, but I got 4 days off of work with the weekend and Monday and Tuesday off. What's going on with you, Ryan?
Well, it's Canada Day here today. So our equivalent to Independence Day, except we never really became independent. We're still technically connected with Britain. We have our own government, but there's some loose connection with Britain. You may have just heard outside someone shooting off fireworks. I don't think from across the street, because I can't see any of the light coming through the curtain. But
yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy shortly. Yeah. It's going to be nuts over here. Yeah. It's illegal in our state, but everyone blows them out all day long. Police can't track everyone down.
No.
People go we live right at the border from Illinois and Wisconsin, and they just cross over because Wisconsin is legal. You get a little permit, and then you buy all that stuff. But people buy the permit, but it's not credible in Illinois. But everyone's buying. I used to do that a lot. This year, I don't care for it. Not right now. I'm sure my older kids will do something with their mom. Then my son Luigi just goes somewhere and watch them. But when he gets older, maybe I'll buy a few of the illegal kind and play with them. But it's always fun stuff. But other than that, I think we're good. We're just about an hour here. This was perfect. I think this podcast went just fine, and I enjoyed it. For let's say, meantime, Arlen Woods and Sad Vasquez came by, and appreciate them. Is there anything you want to talk about before we head off, or anything you want to say?
No, I think you had a song that you wanted to play. I'm good in terms of what I've said, I think. Okay,
cool. So after the song, we can say goodbye, or unless you want to just click off, or just hang on and we'll say goodbye after the song. Let's play that Final Fantasy song that I love so much. It's kind of a love song that MasterSword does, and it's dope. You probably heard it, right, Ryan?
Yep. Yeah, it's good.
This one's 6 minutes long, so let's enjoy this. And for those who came and watched, thank you for stopping by. And this is the Chronoz and Ryan show today. So Chronoz and Ryan DRAYSON, we'll see you guys next time.
See you later.
Take care,
Thanks for stopping by.
We're out of here. All right, let's get to the right song. Here we go.
MasterSword music. MasterSword music.
My material, you're my material. Cause when I hold you, it's just like magic. Every time I hold you, it's just like magic. Girl, you're like a new console on Christmas Day. I can't wait, I gotta have it. I can't wait, I gotta have it. So let me have it. You're my Phoenix down, Phoenix down. One touch from you gives me life. One touch from you gives me life. Now, baby, girl, I wanna take our love to the next gen. PS5. Would you like to be my wife? Would you like to be my wife? That's right. This is our story, let's turn the page. Healing me up like a white mage. No matter what happens, I'll always be true. precious thing, you to summon me to you. There is just so much to see, so much more for you and me, you and me. You can be my queen, my final fantasy. You can be my final fantasy, girl. We about to dive so deep, sink into our destiny. I love you so much, yeah. My final fantasy. You can be my final fantasy, girl. Better than the XP, better than the XP. Your presence made me wanna level up, 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 level up. High potion, high potion, high potion. Cause of you I can never get enough. Know that I just can't get enough, never enough. My baby got dress feet, looking good no matter what she put on. Looking good no matter what you put on. So put on. I'ma call you nights around. Cause your loving is way too strong. So strong, so strong, too strong, too strong. This is our story, let's turn the page. Healing me up like a white mage. No matter what happens, I'll always be true. More precious thing, you to summon me to you. There is just so much to see, so much more for you and me, you and me. You can be my queen, my final fantasy. You can be my final fantasy, girl. We about to dive so deep, sink into our destiny. I love you so much, yeah. My final fantasy. You can be my final fantasy, girl.
Red, white, black or blue is magic. What I'ma have to do? Wanna get you back to the back of the room, cause girl, I'm just so attracted to you. You can take it slow, got time to waste. Girl, ain't no need in casting haste. I'ma make you quake till you wanna break. Cast region so we can do it again. You got that fire, I got fire too. We ain't gotta stop, no desire to. But I got a strong desire to protect you. Cast cure if you hurt, raise you if you fall. All I ask, girl, is never put up a wall. It's you and me together, we gon' party up forever. Through the good or bad weather, whether pain or there is pleasure. Rarer than the riding a rock or chocobo feather. You're my fantasy, you're my final fantasy.
There is just so much to see, so much more for you and me, you and me. You can be my queen, my final fantasy. You can be my final fantasy, girl. We about to dive so deep, sink into our destiny. I love you so much, yeah. My final fantasy. You can be my final fantasy, girl. There is just so much to see, so much more for you and me, you and me. You can be my queen, my final fantasy. You can be my final fantasy, girl. We about to dive so deep.